My inspiration behind Sarawak Laksa is the idea of home and being away from home. I love laksa so much that before I left for Kent in 2019, I had it for breakfast almost every morning in my favorite stall, which is Madame Chu's stall that you saw in the film. When I was in Kent, I never really felt homesick. I just constantly missed Malaysian food, and Sarawak Laksa or Sarawakian food culture isn't as popularized as other food cultures from other regions. So you can find, say, Penang Laksa or Penang Char Kway Teow, and even nasi lemak stores in London. You can find them in Chinatown, but not Sarawak Laksa. It's almost inexistent in the UK. I did bring with me 8 packets of instant Sarawak Laksa, and I really treasured those 8 sachets. The first time I had it in Canterbury, the flavors flooded my senses with the feeling of home, and that's when I realized it's not just a dish anymore, it's home. So I guess the vision behind making this is, in a sense, trying to replicate my thoughts and feelings about Sarawak Laksa. Of course, the whole film is about the dish and trying to popularize Sarawakian food culture. But for me, my main point is to introduce the faces and places of Kuching. We are definitely an underrepresented bunch, and it's nice to know that everybody watching this now will be learning a little bit about us and about our culture. And for those watching this who are from Kuching or from Sarawak, I hope this brings you nostalgia and warm memories from home. First of all, holding a camera in public, in the streets or in the coffee shop, trying to film people and capture people in their element is hard. People here are so sensitive to cameras, and they get uncomfortable and react negatively to the cameras. But I would say that the main challenge of working on this production is having to work around the restrictions of the pandemic. I'm technically marooned on Borneo Island. I have very little resources. I'm working with very little people. Everyone's busy with their own lives, and I can't really go out and shoot. With everyone being so far away from me, the lack of face-to-face interaction is definitely very hard to work with. It did make me feel isolated and lonely at some point in the journey. I did carry most of the production on my back, but I wouldn't say that I did it all alone. I had friends and family who were supporting me all the way, lending me helping hands or a fresh set of eyes to look at my edits repeatedly. And a lot of people came to my aid, whether it's earlier on in the planning stages or last minute when I asked for help. I really appreciate everyone's collaborative effort to make Sarawak Laksa happen. And I would go as far to say that the collaborative work really brings life to the film. How do I feel now that I finished my film? I wouldn't say it's finished. I'll never say it's finished. I constantly think about how to make it better, smoother, more comprehensible. But at some point I think I'll have to show it to people, show it to the world. And this marks the end of my production. I'm relieved that it's out there now, and that I'm forced to stop working on it. In hindsight, I'm grateful for my cast and crew. thank you for being part of Sarawak Laksa. I really enjoyed working with everybody. I enjoyed the sense of community. And to my family and friends who were directly roped into this, I'm sorry, and thank you for being my first audience and my unpaid production crew.